All right, y'all, we are live on this absolutely beautiful Monday. It is a Monday morning. It is sunny. The roosters are crowing. The sky is blue. It's a beautiful morning. And what a great day it is to come and check out the Bitcoin and Ethereum and other various cryptocurrency markets. And this is going to be a quick one today, guys. I just want to do a quick update, kind of show you where my mind is at as far as how I'm looking to trade this in the upcoming days, week, some of my price targets, as well as some of my current trades. And guys, FOMO into that like button. Make sure, let the YouTube algos know that I am live. Shout out to everybody in here. May God bless all of you in the mighty name of Yeshua, Jesus, our Messiah. Just like Rob Lucas, I also love the smell of Bitcoin in the morning. And ETH is breaking out. It is a beautiful, beautiful day for cryptocurrency. So quickly, guys, what I want to do is I just want to go over the levels that I am currently watching for the Bitcoin price, and then we're going to move to Ethereum. So you guys know, if you follow this channel, that I like to trade things level to level. And right now, these white lines on my chart are the daily levels that I'm really looking out for. So we have a daily level at 61,000. We have a daily level here at 59,000. We have a daily level here at 57.3. We have a daily level down here at 54. And these are really the only levels that I am concerned about in the near future. And the reason for that, well, perhaps even I would go down to the 52 level as well. And the reason for that is because we've been trading pretty much within that range since the beginning of March. And so this is our local area that we need to be concerned about. And really, the way I trade is, if I see that we are coming to one of these levels, I will look to enter a trade. So if Bitcoin or any really currency, Ethereum, comes to one of these levels, I am going to look to enter a position only if Market Cipher is also giving me confluence that we are moving in that direction. So this morning I did actually enter into a small scalp trade, a trade that I'm actually still in right here. The reason I entered into this trade, and I was a little late getting in, as you can see, I was busy with the animals, but it's because we reclaimed this orange daily resistance. It was resistance over the night. If we go to a lower time frame, we can see that we actually broke below this key daily support level, and then we actually came back up and reclaimed it as support. And so when I saw that happening, I'm like, okay, we reclaimed this daily level as support, and we were also getting some upward momentum. We had just gotten a money flow crossover on the 24-minute, on some of these lower time frames as well, like the 5-minute. You could see a clear direction, a double bottom, and then just the money flow coming up like this. And now it actually does look like perhaps that things are coming down a little bit. But the good news is I already locked in some profit when we hit that first take profit level for a nice small gain. And worst case scenario, now I exit this trade with a small gain. And the way it works with these smaller trades is you're going to have a lot of small wins, you're going to have some small losses, but you're also going to have some really big wins, like the trade that I did yesterday, where did we enter? I entered that trade somewhere in here and rode it all the way up from here to here, and that was a nice 1.73% move with 3x leverage. And yeah, this trade, I probably didn't have the best entry right here, so I ended up with a so far 1.5% gain, locked in some profits. But really, guys, I would not be surprised if we continue upward, just because on the 4-hour time frame we are getting this kind of formation here, and which technically, if we want to get technical, this is an anchor and a trigger. Well, I shouldn't really say anchor and trigger, but we do have this upward direction here. So I still have a small position open in this trade. And another thing to keep in mind is we are technically getting a cross of this RSI over the EMA. And guys, this is a new indicator that I've been using in place of Wolfpack ID. It's called the RSI plus EMA. I really like it because not only does it have a zero line that it oscillates over, but it has a white exponential moving average and a blue RSI. And you can just see whenever, and you can search for this. This is the crown. If you go to indicators and just search KROWN, it's this one right here, Crown Trading RSI EMA Control Zones. You can see whenever we cross this thing over, we get some kind of upward move, right? Like it crosses over here, we get an upward move. Yesterday, the trade that I took yesterday, this thing didn't even cross over. It just pointed upward. But today, it is actually crossing over the EMA. So there are some reasons why I'm keeping a position open here. And if we can confirm above this 21 EMA, I think we can get a little bit more upward direction here. One more thing to keep in mind, though, the 21 EMA on the 4-hour has officially turned bearish overnight. So I'm honestly expecting more downward movement. I am expecting more downward movement because of this gray EMA. And so really, what am I looking for a swing trade? Because right now I'm just doing shorter term trades to make small little wins here and there. But for Bitcoin, there's two primary areas that I'm looking for when it comes to entering a large position. And one of those areas, of course, is the $54,000 level. And that is because there's a lot of confluence down here at the $54,000 level. We have it as a daily support. We have a diagonal trend line support right here as well. There's some other reasons too, and I actually discussed those yesterday in the private Discord, but there's a lot of reasons why I would want to enter these supports right here. And contrarily, if we come back up to these highs and we are unable to break the all-time high, and if Bitcoin does something like this, where we get like some kind of fake out, we come back down, retest, and then come down, I would be looking to actually short that position back down to one of these daily levels, right? My first take profit would be here, my second take profit would be here, my third one would be right on this trend line. And so the thing is, guys, we can't really know for certain which way the market is going to move. All we can do is look at the levels and then look at Market Cipher to give us confluence to tell us, is price actually going to be moving in that direction? That's very important. If we take a look here, well, here, let me make this smaller. But if we take a look at some of these smaller time frames, like the 20-minute, we can see, even though right now we're starting to cool off up here and get some downward momentum, we can still see in general that we're starting to get this kind of direction here, right? We printed a bottom, we printed a consecutively higher wave, and what might happen is we might print a trigger like this and continue upward and get a money flow crossover on some of these even lower time frames, like the 18-minute, the 12-minute. It's looking like, actually the 12-minute doesn't look so great right now. But still, we're seeing this direction. So my point is, when we get to these areas of support and resistance, and if I had actually caught this move a little bit earlier, as soon as we bounced off this support, it would have been a much nicer trade for me. But if you just focus on the daily levels and look at Market Cipher, you're gonna be golden, all right. You might not get the huge win every time, right? You might not get this move every single time, but you might get this move like we got yesterday, or even like the move that I got today. I'm still have a small position open, but I still got a nice little 1.5% off of that. So that's the way you got to do it, y'all. So for Bitcoin on the daily time frame, let me pull up Market Cipher real quick. Let me pull up Market Cipher B on the daily. So we still have that downward momentum, guys. We still have that downward momentum, and as you can see, the waves are pretty crossed. Like when we take a look here, we can see that the light blue is very much so behind the dark blue. It's not looking like it's going to cross over anytime soon. You can see, like in this area where it looked like we were about to cross over, you can see the light blue. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. You can see how the light blue wave behind the dark blue wave was getting very close to crossing. As opposed to right now, we can see that the light blue wave is not getting anywhere near close to crossing. So on the daily, I remain in my current sentiment that we're probably going to come down a little more. And I would love for us to come down to at least 54K. I would love that. That would be great. I feel like that would be an awesome position to enter a swing long. On the 4-hour time frame, we are printing this wave crossover here on the 4-hour. And really, guys, the way I'm looking at this right now is, here, let me turn on Market Cipher A real quick. Market Cipher A. The way I'm looking at this, guys, if this candle can maintain above the 21 EMA, then I would still be looking to stay in my position and hopefully take some of these higher take profit levels that I have marked out in this chart here. Okay, this is the 12-minute chart. Clearly we're getting resistance off that 21 EMA on the 4-hour, and you can see that translating into these lower time frames here. But if for some reason we can maintain above this 21 EMA, then I would stay in the position. If this 4-hour candle cannot stay above the 21 EMA, then I'll probably just exit my trade, to be totally honest with you guys. I have a busy day and I don't want to be constantly checking the charts. But on the 4-hour time frame, I want to take a look at Market Cipher B, because we do see something that is a little bit kind of concerning, which is obviously we came down like this, and currently this is the direction, right? The direction is downward. If we take Market Cipher B and just draw on this thing as an entire structure and kind of outline the money flow and the momentum waves, we can kind of get an idea of where the market is going to be heading before it actually even heads there, simply because the money flow is telling us, as the assets are coming in, as the dollars are coming in and out of the market. So right now we can kind of see things are coming down. The money flow is coming down a little bit, and this kind of lines up with our daily time frame where things have some more downward momentum. We have the 21 EMA that is turned bearish, and as long as we're rejecting off this 21 EMA, I think that's extremely significant. The 21 EMA, in my mind, guys, ribbon 5 on Market Cipher A is an amazing level of dynamic support and resistance. That's why in the Discord here, when I posted this trade, I put my take profit 1 right at the 21 EMA on the 4-hour, because I knew, that's our first resistance level, take profit 1 at the 21 EMA. That's our first resistance level. That's where we should first be looking to take our profit. If you're ever in a downtrend and you're trying to scalp a little retracement of the downtrend, the 21 EMA is a great place to set your target. I mean, look at what happened yesterday. We came up and we were flirting with this 21 EMA, but really that was our resistance. Same deal now. We come up. We keep flirting with this EMA. Let us see what happens. Let us see what happens. Okay, so that's kind of my deal with Bitcoin, guys. And also, if you guys want to learn this, if you want to learn how to mark the levels, how to enter trades, how to use EMAs, and you don't know, and you're totally new to this, and you don't know how to use Market Cipher, I do have a course, guys. It's a comprehensive trading course. It will essentially give you all the tools you need to become a confident trader, and you won't need to worry about what anyone else is doing. You will be able to have your own strategy. We go over Market Cipher for 3 sessions. You'll be able to have your own strategy that you can backtest. I walk you through how to do it step by step. I even give you example strategies that I use, that I have backtested, that are very profitable, so that you have a starting place to start winning trades right away, so that you don't get discouraged. And this is available, guys, if you join my free Discord. And let me drop a link in the chat. If you join the free Discord, hit me up in there for more info. Or you can, I can also put it in the description of the video here. Let me put it in the description. Or guys, you can become a Patreon also to get access to that course as well. Okay, let's go into Ethereum, guys. And shout out to everyone who's in here. If you could please like the video, I would greatly appreciate it. The video is actually the Jason Casper like button. If you guys are unaware of this asset, it is a very profitable asset. If you like the video, the value of the Jason Casper like button is sure to go to the moon any day now. Any day. any day. All right. Let us go to Ethereum on this chart here, because this is where I actually have my my levels drawn out. Do I have them on here? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. So Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, I am still currently long on Ethereum. I've been long for a very long time on Ethereum in a nice swing trade. And honestly, guys, I was extremely bullish yesterday when I saw this tight trigger wave forming. But now it looks like we are entering into a period of consolidation right here. And the 21 EMA is acting as our dynamic support. So really what I am looking at here is, and let me keep Market Cipher A on right now. If we break below this 21 EMA right here, we will, I think we can expect more downward movement. And overall on Ethereum, I'm still bullish because I do think that even though it looks like we could be coming up to print a red trigger wave right here, we very well might see something like this, where if we look at the height of this wave, it's actually a pretty low wave. It's on the 60 line. It's on the 60. So we might very easily see something like this, where we get a red wave but then immediately print a green wave, or something like this, where we get a red wave and immediately print a green wave to come up more. And also, keep in mind that we did have this breakout, so it's also possible that we may be forming something like this, some kind of a bull flag, right, or some kind of tenant, something along these lines that we will break out of again. And if that is the case, then that would kind of put it, depending on where we break out, that could put our take profit right at the $2,500 level, which is my target. That is my target. So if I was looking for an entry into this, or if I was looking to add to my position, what I would be waiting for is I would like to see on the 4-hour time frame what happens with this 21 EMA. If we break below this 21 EMA, then I would be looking to add at these levels of support. So 1, 2, and then eventually if we retest the actual triangle, that's where I would be looking to add to that. And really, guys, if we even come down a little bit lower on the 4-hour, and I'm talking about Market Cipher B, and this is just a period of consolidation. This is actually a really nice period of consolidation, because even though we had all this downward momentum on the 4-hour, which is a very significant time frame, we didn't really come down too much, and we held these supports and this EMA very well. So to me, this is extremely bullish. Market Cipher A is still printing these clusters of yellow diamonds, which means trend continuation, continuing the uptrend. And if we do come down, a little bit more, let's say on Market Cipher B, and print a tight trigger wave in here below the 0 line, that would be an awesome place to enter. But currently, we are printing this green trigger wave on Market Cipher B on the 4-hour, while we are also bouncing off the 21 EMA and this area of support, which was resistance, now got flipped into support. So I'm staying in my Ethereum trade, and I'm still bullish on this. But if you want to draw a trend line like this and kind of wait to see if we break out of it, that's not a bad idea. And also, let me pull the fib on this move as well and just take a look at what we can see here. So I'm going to take the fib retracement tool from the low to the high. And okay, so we got a retracement and we bounced pretty much right off of the 0.236 level. Guys, the 0.382, which is a very common area that Bitcoin or Ethereum, or I'm sorry, not Bitcoin or Ethereum, that any asset in a retracement, the 0.382 is a very common place for something to get a bounce off of. And we do have this 55 EMA right here as well. So a really nice entry, this is just hypothetical, right? A really nice entry would be if we were to come down below the 21 EMA, wick below the 55 EMA and then get a nice bounce off the 0.382, that would be a super nice entry, because we always want to buy, we don't want to buy high. We don't want to buy up here. Even if we're bullish on Ethereum, we never want to buy up here and then have to sit there while we're in drawdown all this time before we finally end up in profit. It's hard to do that. The psychology will make you exit your trade in a small loss, or or a break even. Like, you might be like so nervous this whole time, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then when we come back up here, you might just sell so that you're not in that much of a loss, or you might just sell at break even. Instead of just waiting for a good entry, like down here, or if we do come down to the 382, and then you're immediately in profit, and it's much nicer to trade that way. So that's kind of where I'm at, guys, with Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let me go into the chat and just say hey to everybody. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Flathead. Hey, Alchemist. Hey, TK Movies. Yeah, the Fibinator. Jake Osborne, the Fibinator. God bless G Color. Bybit fees. I actually go over Bybit fees in the trading course. Basically, there's two fees. There's a regular fee, and then there's a lending fee, which you have to pay if you're using the leverage, and that will change constantly. Sometimes you don't have to pay a lending fee. Sometimes you get paid a lending fee. Okay? Yeah, guys, alts are moving as well. That's something that we should really talk about. Altcoins are really moving. So, let's see. Potential altcoin pumps here. I've been trading Dent, guys. Dent is up 52% from this breakout here. This was the where did I get into Dent? I can't find it in here. It was a while ago. Yeah, right here. When I saw this thing breaking out, I'm like, all right, let me get in here, ride it up to the all-time high. I saw this really tight trigger wave forming on the 12-hour, and now Dent is, let's check it out, actually. Let's check out Dent. And then we'll check out some other altcoins. Guys, I've honestly been making a killing in altcoins. Look at this. So I entered somewhere in here at this first breakout candle, because with these altcoins, all you really got to do is do some basic like TA. Like the most basic stuff. You just like draw a triangle and say, okay, these are the lows, and so I should buy in this range, and then just wait for them to break out and pump. And let me see, from this candle all the way up to this top, that's a 93% move. A 93% move, guys, in how long have I been in this Dent? This is on Binance. A 93% move in a week. That is crazy. And honestly, the alts are where I've literally been making the most of my money trading lately, because there are just so many of them. And any fundamental news that comes out will pump these things. In a bull market, alts are your friend. In a bear market, alts are your enemy. And then YFI also. YFI, I posted this also in the Discord in my altcoin trade section. Where was that? Right here. Right here, we were about to break out. And these are my take profit levels. This is how I roll. What other alts are you guys into right now? Jake, right now I'm just on Binance, but I'm actually about to make the switch to Femex. Shout out to JG, who has a 50x long on the Bybit Jason Casper like button. Yeah, 93%, and that's like, yes. Also VeChain, James McCullen. Let's go over to the good old VeChain. That thing is primed. I'm actually VeChain. Look at this, man. Look at this thing. I posted this also, VeChain. I was keeping my eye on VeChain in this Discord here. right here. I thought originally we were going to get a retest and then break out. So this is not the original VeChain post I did. Let's see. Where's the original VeChain post? Right here. I thought we were going to break out, retest, and then come back up because we were getting all this momentum on Market Cipher B. This is how you can trade these breakouts, guys. Market Cipher B, I'm telling you. And if you guys don't have Market Cipher, click the link in the description of the video for a sweet 5% discount. But, you know, when you see these things happening, and, you know, these are my take profit levels, you know, don't be scared to load up in Binance. And now look at this thing. We've broken out, and we hit, you know, 1, 2, 3 take profit levels. 3 take profit levels. And so we're making the good gains on Binance, guys. We're making the good gains on Binance. Let me see. I probably, where did I buy this? I bought it in here. So I was in drawdown for a little bit. But then that's a 14% move. 14% move. And then my next take profit is up here at 11 cents. And these are just Fibonacci extension levels, guys. That's how I'm obtaining these targets, just Fib extension levels. Oh, well, obviously, these were previous resistances. But this one here is a Fib level. And look at how perfectly we hit that thing. Look at how perfectly we hit it. Isn't that crazy? And guys, if you don't know this stuff and you want to know, check out the course. Check out the course. Join my Discord. Hit me up in there for details. Send me an email. Or become a Patreon. You could do any of those things. Any other coins you guys are into right now? Omri and Earn. Omri and Earn. RY Andy, there are many ways to use the Fib. The way I typically use it is let's check it out. Can I trade the USDT pair on Binance? Yeah. Is this it? Ami Sego, is that the one we're talking about? I'm not sure. Let's check out ERN. I guess, I don't know. I don't know about those coins. I don't see them. So, to answer the question about the Fib is basically a tool to see how deep a retracement is, because price never goes straight up. It will go up and down and up and down and up and down. And what we want to do with our Fib is we want to measure how far down the retracement is. The way we do it is we take it from the swing low of the move. So if you turn on a line graph, this makes it easier to see the swing low, and you'll just take it from the swing low to the swing high of a move. Like I'm going to measure it to this swing high. And basically, these levels are support and resistance levels that price typically tends to get a reaction off of. And just look at how perfectly, and I've never, this is OMG. I don't even know how I got on OMG. I've never even looked at this coin in the past. I haven't been trading it at all. Maybe I should have, though. It just kind of pumped. But look, we get a perfect bounce off the 0.382. And when you find confluence, that's how you really know you're going to get a good bounce. Like if we come down and we're hitting the 0.382 and the 55 EMA at the same exact time, that's how you know you're going to get a bounce. So you use these Fib levels to try and find good entries in an uptrend during a retracement. And then the way you set your targets is you will take the Fib from that high of the move and pull it down to that place of the bounce. And these will give you some good targets to try and shoot for. Okay? That's basically, there's many other ways to do it. There's a lot of other tools you can use, but that's the most basic of it. Let me turn back on the regular candles here. And so that's why for Ethereum, I was saying, it would be nice. Hang on, this is not the Ethereum chart I want. That's why for Ethereum, I was saying it would be a really nice entry if we actually could come down and get a bounce off the 382. Because not only would that 382 be a daily support and resistance level, and not only is it the 382 Fibonacci retracement level, but it's also a daily support and resistance level, and a 55 EMA. And so when we're finding these trade setups, really, guys, we just want to make sure that we are entering the highest probability trades possible. And the way we're going to stack the probabilities in our favor is if we know we're in an uptrend, or if we feel that we're in an uptrend and the uptrend is going to continue, then obviously we want to buy at a low price. And so this does take some patience. We need to wait until price does come down to a level that we're comfortable buying at. And this is up to individual style, right? Some people might have bought in here. In fact, I actually added to my Ethereum position when we came down and tested this this daily support level. I did add to my position here. But maybe if I wasn't already in the trade, I would say, this is too high. Maybe I will wait for, coming down to the 382. And if that never happens, that never happens. But, a lot of times when it comes to getting those high probability, especially those swing trades, guys, those swing trades where you really make those nice juiciness, you really want to wait for those good entries and take. There's a balance between not entering ever and finding those good entries, and that's something that you need to develop over time. Guys, FOMO into the Jason Casper like button. We have 732 people in here and only 300 likes. That means 400 people don't like the video. Oh man, am I really that bad? Aaron Pohl wants me to check out Algo. Let's check out Algo. I actually, believe it or not, y'all, let me check this out here. Am I trading Algo? No, I'm not trading Algo. I'm starting to experiment with some bots on 3 commas. Algo USD. Oh wait, this is not the one. Oh yeah, this is the one I want. All right, let's check it out. So let's start with the daily time frame. Wow. Algo, looking nice, guys. Looking pretty nice. Looks like we just had the breakout and the retest on the daily time frame of the 21 EMA. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty nice. So if we have a horizontal line here, and I just draw like a little zone of liquidity right here. This is the preferable buy zone. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. Like, you know what? I might actually get into this myself right now because if you see, not only did we break out and get a retest, but it also looks like we're kind of breaking out of this this bull flag pattern here. We had a fake out up here, so let's see what happens. The only thing that gives me reservation, guys, is the fact that we're printing this red dot. But if we look at the VWAP, it looks like we're about to print a really tight trigger wave right in here. And that would give us like a super nice direction. When we take a look at our RSI, our crown RSI EMA thing, this thing is on the daily is just crossed over that EMA. This is very bullish. Look at what happened the last time we crossed over. We got this huge move up. Whenever we cross over this thing, we do get some kind of move up. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to be getting into Algo. Shout out to was it Aaron who brought this to my attention? Yeah, this is looking nice on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. This is looking pretty nice on the 4 hour too. Yeah, I would like to see us hold the 21 EMA obviously on the 4 hour, as well as this trend line right here as support. And things are looking pretty dang bullish on the 4 hour. If I done seen anything bullish. Sorry when the Southern comes out, guys. You know, I'm just a farm boy out here on a homestead, raising animals, growing gardens, and sometimes when I done see all this price action, it just makes my Southern come out. It makes me want to go down to the Golden Corral and eat a whole bunch of GMO junk food till I can't walk. Love doing that. Yeah, money flow is getting thick, and we've got this bottom, consecutive triggers. Nice. All right, what other coins should we take a look at? I'm all about the altcoins these days, y'all. Oh, shout out to Kev. Kev, let's check out Anchor for you, man. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Shout out to everyone who liked the video. and everyone who didn't like the video, I still love you guys. All right, anchor tether. Let me take a look. This is the 4 hour. Let's start with the daily. Start with the daily. The daily is interesting. Okay. First of all, the daily, we still have some downward momentum, which means it's a good time to be looking to buy, right? We don't want to buy those highs. It's a good time to start looking to buy. This to me looks like a bull flag. I mean, just looks like we've got a very clear flagpole and then a very clear downward channel that we've been trading in. And what I would like to see with this, just, this is just my first thoughts, guys. Don't take me too seriously because I have not been studying Anchor, okay? But my first thought is, well, we are extremely high above the moving averages on the daily. I would like to see this consolidate a little more, hopefully. It would be nicer to buy when we were closer to the 21 EMA. So what I would like to see here, just on the daily, if I'm just analyzing the daily, I would like to see this 21 come a little bit closer to the price action. I would like to see this thing kind of curve up, start to be printing a green wave in here. I would also like to see this RSI EMA. I would like to see this EMA, which right now, the RSI is pointing down. I'd like to see this thing point up, coming toward that EMA. Let's go to the 4 hour, because the 4 hour will help us see what is about to happen on the 1 day. Okay, on the 4 hour, we are trading below that 21 EMA, which is, a little bit bearish. It means, we're consolidating. Whenever we're trading on the EMAs, it means we're consolidating. Okay, like right here, we're trading on the EMAs, we're consolidating. When the EMAs are spread out and price is above the EMAs, that means we're in a trend. If price is below the EMAs, that means we're in a downtrend. So this is a coin I would definitely want to keep my eyes on. I would definitely want to keep my eyes on this. It's clear that we are, we had this huge pump and then we came down, and then we had this huge pump and then we came down. And when I say we came down, I'm talking more about this indicator down here, which seems to be giving us tops and bottoms. Just historically, it seems to be that when we come down to the zero line, that's where we're getting a pump for this coin just in the past few months, right? So we came down to this zero line right here, and then we got this small pump here. It's hard to see in hindsight, so but we did get this pump, and then when we came down to this zero line, we got this nice move. Then we come down to the zero line again, and we get this nice move. And now we're kind of consolidating here. We're coming down to the zero line again. So I would really keep my eyes on this. Hang on, guys. I need to write this stuff down. Anchor. And what was the coin I was just looking at, man? I forget. I think it's because isn't there a button on TradingView to get to your last chart? What was I just looking at? Anchor and guys in the chat, help me out. What was I looking at? Algo. Thanks. Okay, yeah, because I need to get into these. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kev. You're the man, bro. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, CHZ did not pump today. I am looking at CHZ and accumulating it, hoping for a pump. I really am hoping for a pump of this. And guys, like, honestly, I do think that this is a good time, even though it didn't pump, and there was this fake out, and there was this fake out right here. But even still, just look at this. Look at this, okay? We're at this low. We're at this low. CHZ, this coin is, I think it still has a lot of upward potential. We're in this area of liquidity right now, which is a low. Okay. Yeah. actually, I mean, we're printing these bottoms on the 4 hour, so we know that we're hitting bottom, right? We know we have a snake eyes on the 4 hour. We're in this zone of liquidity. Obviously, it is riskier now that we had this fake out and we are actually kind of below this green support level. But I am still holding this coin because I do feel that we are going to get more of a pump, right? We're on that 21 EMA on the daily. We're on the support. We're printing a bottom. It seems like we're about to print a nice wave on the daily here. I think this thing is just primed for a breakout. And even if we do this, and set our take profit up at the candle body close, I mean, that would still, if we get in now, that could still give us a nice 54%. If we get to that all-time high, that's 100%. So for me, I'm holding this thing because, I have a small percentage of my portfolio, like a couple grand in here, and if it comes down and it's clear that we're not going to pump, and we come down, and we start to test some of these lower levels here, then okay, then I lose like 30%, but I'll take that. I'll take that for the possibility of making close to 100%, because it's a very small percentage of my portfolio. So, all right, let's see what else we got in the chat, and then I'm actually going to have to head out of here, guys. I'm going to have to head out of here pretty soon. Yeah, spot on CHZ. Guys, on Binance, I just do spot. I do spot on Binance. RY, Andy, I'm going to have to head out, man. I don't have time to explain it again, but you can rewatch the stream. Let's take a look at ADA real quick. And guys, I'm going to have to head out, but I would love to do a stream like this tomorrow, where we just go through altcoins and find those good gems. I'm a huge fan of Cardano, guys. I really am, and it's kind of hard to say what's happening. I mean, we have these highs up here, we have these lows down here, and right now we're in the center of this little range, and it looks like, if I had to guess, if I had to do like just average volume where the most buying and selling is happening, it looks like that would be happening right along this range, in this middle line. It looks like we're forming a, I guess you could potentially draw something like this, right? Potentially draw something like this. It might look cleaner on like the 4 hour. And yeah, so it looks like we might be, forming something like this. And if that is the case, then I mean, personally, I'm extremely bullish on Cardano, and I don't actually trade Cardano. I just hold Cardano. I'm holding Cardano for this bull market. The fact that on the 4 hour we just had this all these bottoms, and now we're getting a money flow cross, to me is very bullish. The fact that we're getting a money flow cross on the 4 hour while price is trading sideways is extremely bullish, because that means money is coming into the asset, but it's not pushing the price up, which means it's becoming undervalued. So just keep that in mind. Guys, I love all of you. May God bless all of you. I have to head out here. I have to head out. Let me see. Shout out to Kev. Shout out to Torin. Shout out to Torin, ADA for a fellow homesteader. Torin, I'm sorry that I didn't see this earlier. But shout out to you. May God bless you in the name of Jesus. And guys, okay, Kamal wants to know, what is the difference between the Patreon and the course? They're pretty much the same. You can get it's basically if you don't want to pay crypto for the course, then you can sign up for Patreon, because I didn't have any other way to take normal money. And the course is $200 of crypto for a one-time payment. You get lifetime access to everything. So basically, if you buy the course, you get access to all the course videos, materials. You can ask questions. You get the VIP technical analysis, and then also you get access here to my where I post a lot of my TA in here, even potential trades. Like I do weekly a live stream or a video where I'm talking about how I'm looking to enter potential swing trades in the upcoming week. That's either $30 a month on Patreon or $200 one-time fee of Bitcoin. Okay, that's how that works. All right, guys, I have to head out. May the Lord bless you guys. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'yasem lecha shalom, b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may he lift up his face upon you and give you peace in the name of Jesus, our Messiah, the God of Israel. I do pray that each one of you are blessed, and I pray that the Lord does reveal himself to each one of you in a very personal way. All right, guys, I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for being here.